Hey there, divas. This is Terry J coming at you from DimestoreDivaTV. Tonight I'm doing my highlighting contouring routine by request, and I've put together products that I would use on a normal day, and I'm using the method that I would do on a normal day. Obviously, I could get into, more technical aspects of this, but for the, here comes Valentine, for the everyday, thing and application, basically, I put together the products that I really love that are really low cost and available to most everybody. So there's a lot of e.l.f. products here. I'm going to let you know right now. But I have some concealers that are, a new one. I got Maybeline Fit Me last night. So I'm going to give this a try. I've got my white, my cream white for my extreme highlight. And then I want to give a plug for something really unusual, okay? I bought this because I wanted the mirror out of it, okay? I bought this LA Color powder in nude, and I took the mirror out, so the sponge that I have in there kind of sticks to it. But this is brilliant for like having a big pan of brulee for smoking out your brow line. And it doesn't make a bad powder on your nose either, and it's $1. I love e.l.f.'s $1 powder too, by the way. I haven't bought any Max mineralized skin finishes yet. I want to go find out what they're all about, and maybe I'll do that in the coming year. But without getting into further ado, I've got a couple bronzers here. I've got the Golden Bronzer by e.l.f. And I love this. It's got 4 colors in it for $3. And I swatched them, and they are very different from each other. So you can swirl this around and make one bronzing color, or you can use it as a bronzer and highlighter. The lightest shade does come off very highlighting. So I recommend this wholeheartedly. I do have a backup of this in my gonna be professional makeup artist kit. Okay, so then I have my blush bronzer in Turks and Caicos. This is the most gorgeous rose blush in the world. I'm wearing it on my eyes tonight, and I didn't do much with my eyes tonight. I had a headache last night, and whatever, blah blah. Didn't feel particularly well, but I want to do this for Leslie, so I'm going to kind of mess with the camera a little bit and get you guys in as close as possible, okay? And I'm going to try to be quick about it, because the way I contour my face is not like, going to be any major news flash. But brushes. This is kind of important. My favorite foundation brush is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I just love this. It fits in all the nooks and crannies of your face. It just fits everywhere. I love this. You can do your concealer with it. It's great for just applying any type of foundation. I am wearing Revlon Colorstay Whipped, blended with a 30 SPF PA++ BB cream. So I have a long wear SPF foundation. I do that a lot. I'll talk about foundation blending in another video. But the basic contour is the number 3. I'm going to go into this darkest shade right here. And the basic contour is a 3. But I always start finding my cheek. Find your cheekbone. My cheekbone is all the way back here. Okay, I've got a very strangely angular face. So the apple of my cheek is right here. So I look at my temple and my sideburn, and then about halfway through is where I'll go back, and oh my goodness, that is dark. But for the sake of the video, you can see what I'm doing there. In fact, let me get you in frame again. Let me get you in frame. There we go. I start halfway back into my temple. And I'm loving this Eco Tools BB cream brush, which is crap, excuse my Englishness, for BB cream, but I love it for placing my contour very sharply where I want it. You see, I'm getting into that sharper line. So there's my line. I can go and blend this out later a little bit if I want to, but for the sake of the video, I want it to be pretty severe anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And I start halfway where my cheekbone, the ball of my cheek is, the apple in my cheek, and I just go back. Back, back, back. Blend, 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 back, back, back. It's super dark. Oh my goodness. But it needs to be for camera anyway, for y'all to see this. Then I go up into my temple from there. I go, I don't really do the 3 so much. I do a C this way, and then I do a C this way. That just is, it makes it, it's more fluid a movement for me. And also tip the head back. If you're mature skinned and you've got some droop, better to tip the head back and grab that jawline there. And then this is awfully dark powder. I'm going to go into my golden bronzer and show what I do under here. You really have to be careful and have the right shade, but wherever that white starts to show of your double chin, you can darken that a little bit too, and it's not going to make it go away, but it will be less noticeable in photographs. So I'm just darkening that area up a little bit, right where it's white, right there. Not so much on the dark part, not on the dark part where it's already dark, but on the part that's light. Okay, so that's what we got. We got cheek contour. And I'm not going to go insanely crazy over nose contouring, okay? I keep it simple. My nose has been broke a couple times in life. So I was in a bad car accident in '91, okay? So I like to reverse highlight my nose. And I'm just now going to go into some blush, okay? I'm going to leave that harsh contour just like it is for now. And go ahead and I pop that blush on the ball of my cheekbone right there and pull it back. Now I'm being really, really dramatic with how this demonstration, but that's what I do. I on the apple of my cheek and then blend it in. And then you can take a softer brush. I actually picked up my Real Techniques brush to do that. My brushes are so multitask. Now I've got my Pure Minerals goat hair brush, and I'm going to give that a big blend. Just a big blend, so there's no lines, and the colors are meant to go together, and they come in a duo, which is really nice. Makes it simple. This is my favorite, the Turks and Caicos one. Oh my gosh, girls, it's my favorite of e.l.f.'s blush and bronzers. And I had it tucked away. Antigua is in my April faves, and I love them. I love that one too. I have the original, and I gave it away to a girl who just flipped over it. And I had plenty of bronzers and enough coral blushes that I said, here, you know, and for $3, you know, I'll pick one up on my way somewhere. But yeah, these flat top brushes I love for contouring, okay? But if you want to, like, and then I have a Mary Kay flat top that I love. If you want to, I'll keep up with this, and then I'll tell you where to get brushes if you need brushes. I've got a couple concealer brushes here. Here's an angled one. Here's e.l.f.'s $3 concealer brush that I absolutely fell in love with. I have 3 of them. Okay, they are such multitaskers. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the we're gonna try the Maybeline Fit Me. I've got some yellow correcting, but I don't think it's gonna show up over camera, so we'll talk about color correcting in another video because it's just gonna get too long. But I've got the new Maybeline Fit Me in Fair. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that underneath my eyes. I'm going to put it like down the bridge of my nose and underneath my eyes. And this, I found this concealer to be very nicely pigmented. However, it seems to set up on me And I don't know if that's common experience, but fair is just the right color. I love it, love it, love it. In fact, you know, I might, well, I know certainly if I can make this work, I won't need to use the NYX and Milk so much to get that extreme, extreme highlight. You can see how just light that is, and I love it. I'll back up a little bit. Hopefully, my goodness, hopefully my camera looks weird. Okay, hopefully it's usually, you know, my image quality on my viewer will be kind of icky, and then when I get it uploaded, it looks fine. So I'm just going to blend this concealer over where I have redness. I mean, I have obvious redness on my nose, years of being in the sun, sun damage, and so forth. No, I don't drink, but I have the nose of a drunk, you might say. And so I cover my nose with concealer. I really do. And now that it is so light with this, I would almost need to kind of go in there and contour a little bit with powder because it looks funny now. But I would just blend that over the tops of my cheeks and just kind of give a swirl around on the cheekbone and blend it in. If you want to pop something over the top after that, you can. But you know, I got rid of that redness on my nose pretty well. And then I have a heavier duty concealer that I am loving, and it is the Essence Match to Cover. And I have two of these, and I have the Catrice Sister Company MAC Dupe concealer on the way. So just to be on the safe side for me, I would want this on the bridge of my nose. And see, I automatically just highlighted, reverse contoured right there for camera just by applying that there. Thank you, because I really don't like tracing down the sides of my nose so much as I like to do that, and just let the natural, you know, the natural light do what it ought to do. I guess I don't need in my town to do any fierce kind of contouring as of yet, but I do know how to contour my nose. As an everyday thing, yeah. And there's lots of videos on nose contouring. If you need to see anything about that, there's lots and lots prettier noses than mine. But anyway, that does it for the cheekbones, and then bringing it down to the jawline. And if you got a double chin, try to find a color that's close to your skin tone, and you can minimize that. I want to put some white though. I do want to take my e.l.f. and go into my cream white, which is a depotted NYX Jumbo. And I'm just going to kind of press that on the back of my hand so it's rather even, and I know what I'm pouncing on myself. And I want to highlight my Cupid's bow, and I'm making a mess there, but a lip liner and lipstick will correct that. And I want to highlight my chin. I really want to bring that chin forward. Okay. And yeah, I'm getting what I want here with the products. I'm so happy to have these products now. I'm not kidding. It took me a long time to build up. It took me a year of sacrificing a lot to build up my products to what they are. And I deduced that, you know, I would only need to buy odd drugstore bits and bobs, you know, for, you know, keeping up with seasonal things and the like, and then go to Sephora in November, you know, and leave it at that. But now your lip is basically blanked out with all that concealer. It's primed. I moisturized already today a lot on my lips. A lot moisturized. So your lip is blanked out and ready to take whatever you want. Okay. So basically that would be it, unless I took, now I started working with this, and I like this too. Take a little bit of the white and run it along, well, I better look in the mirror, huh, because I've got a big old dot of it. Run it along right here and do sort of a reverse, and it will give you more of an angle on your face, just coming out like that and along the jawline, and where it and then it begins to get dark again. So I don't know how well you could really see it all, but then of course, you know, brow highlighting is really essential. And I didn't do severe eye look today because I had some health trouble last night. But I'm getting that mapped out with a neurologist, and it'll be fine. But yeah, basically that would be it. Now, on to it. It looks rough. I know it does. So let's take it looks rough over camera. I'm just gonna take a complexion brush, my Sonia Kashuk. This is like the best powder brush in the world. They're not made anymore. It's a little flat right now because I just washed it and dried it. But I'm going to go and give a blend all over. Just kind of, you know, get everything kind of on the same page with everything. You know what I mean? Blend, blend, blend. I mean, if you got to blend it out so it looks natural. You don't have, you know, sharp lines. And I just love this brush, and I just go bam, 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 you know. And if you feel like you're picking up too much product, take a towel and wipe it off. And you don't want to muddy up too much, so do the angles of your cheeks and then give a wipe, and then, you know, go on to the other areas of your face. I do have some powders. I have some powders, but I'm really highlighted in real life. Really highlighted quite enough. And I will set it with my Ben Nye Super White that I am loving. I am loving. I am loving. I waited a while. You know, I thought I was going to have to buy like Manic Panic or some kind of goth powder to get what I wanted, and then I found on eBay the Ben Nye Super White, and I'm just going to take that over my whole T-zone. I have bangs, so sometimes, only sometimes, do I do what I heard one woman of color call the trio life. Only sometimes, because my forehead is mostly covered. But for the sake of today, I will powder up there with white, just in the center of the forehead, not everywhere. And then, you know, it's just a T. It's a big cross is what it is. Bing, 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 you know, and then curved up, of course, on the sides. This video has gotten too long. Divas, I'll come back, you know, but this is about contouring and highlighting. It's not about how many colors I have on my face, lipstick, blush color, anything like that. God bless you. Thank you for watching. If you have any more questions, Leslie, give me a holler, and let me know, you know, if you liked what you saw, or if there's some way I could improve, okay? Because I want to be able to do that for you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.